Hey guys, hey Eric, hey Calvin, hey guys coming in. So this is an Ask Me Anything and so hang out with us. And it's also a Chromeboss client interview where I'm interviewing Michael Rosenberg, and he has published a few Chrome extensions, and we're gonna just get into it, just hang out with us. You can ask me whatever questions that you want as well, and then Michael as well about his Chrome extension. And then I want to bring people on. So we'll probably have a bonus session maybe tomorrow or the next day about just ask me anything and bringing you into the Zoom itself so I can answer all of your Chrome extension questions. I also have a really fun announcement as well as part of the offer that we just pitched this morning to get into Chromeboss Academy. So if you get into Chromeboss Elite Academy, which is a year-long program that we have for Chrome bosses, I am actually doing something crazy. I am going to not have a limit. You get access into my entire partnership where you can now give away all of the Chrome extensions or sell the Chrome extensions and keep 100% of the profits. There is no limit to that. We're going to do a bigger announcement tomorrow when there's like the actual time that everyone knows that we're going to go live. But that's a treat that is a surprise announcement for you guys. I want to make sure that absolutely you can come into the Chromeboss Elite program and you don't need to have an idea. You don't need to have anything. We give you all the funnels. We give you all of the software. And we already teach you how to have subscribers. So you have everything kind of plug and play, ready to go. You just have to follow the step-by-steps to marry everything together. And Michael today is here because he has done the marrying together part in order to have sales for his Chrome extension. So without further ado, I want to introduce to you guys Michael and Michael. For those of them who don't know you in this group, give me a little bit of an origin story. Where did Michael come from? How did you even stumble upon the whole Chrome extension world?
Yeah, 100%. So thanks for having me on, Kim. And what's up, Calvin and Eric, a couple other people that are on here. Glad to have you. A little bit about me. Started out in digital marketing like a few years ago. Started working for an agency, and we were doing like Facebook ads. We were doing a lot of sales training and like coaching for Fit Pros. What's up, Lamar? And then I basically got super burnt out, and I was really tired, and I was really overworked. And so I left that position, and I was trying to figure out a different business model online, something that was more, what's the word I'm looking for? Just like more aligned to what I wanted to do and just have a little bit more freedom in my life, because I was working like, 70-hour, 80-hour work weeks.
Oh my gosh, that's insane.
Yeah, for sure. It was insane. It was crazy. I was so burnt out that I basically, I don't know if it's directly attributed, but like I wasn't treating my body well, and I had to get my gallbladder taken out. Like I had to like have surgery, and I think it was partially due to stress, and like my body was just literally breaking down. So luckily, I was going to like another marketing conference, and I met Kim, and she was all like, "Hey, like, what do you do, Michael?" And I'm telling her about my whole thing, and she was like, "Oh, well, like, I don't know if this is what you might be interested in, but maybe like you should consider making a Chrome extension, like make something super simple." And so I decided to do that. And it's been a long time since I joined the program, because I've kind of been doing it slowly. And really, literally, like just this month, I feel like I've really been pushing it forward. And I already have some of my first subscribers, so that's pretty dope.
Yes.
Because I'm still doing some like Facebook ads and Facebook ad coaching on the side. But I've definitely been trying to build up this recurring revenue stream super simply. And so I have two extensions. I have one that's called Be Bold Fonts, and it allows you to basically super quickly add in those like interesting fonts on social media that you see, as well as like you can basically make a super quick like word art type of post onto Facebook super quick. That's one of them. And then the other one is called Automate Connection. It allows you to super quickly navigate to groups and friend highly targeted people inside those groups using mutual friends and keywords. And it uses it has the coolest feature, which is like a little under, I don't really play it up as much, but I think it's super cool, is that basically it has 3 different options for random timers. And so basically like you're not going to get caught by the Facebook police. That's what I hope, at least. And yeah, that's my story. That's what I've got going on.
Yeah, I met Michael when he was so apathetic. Like he was just walking around looking really bored, like completely bored of the conference. and everyone was inside. I remember not everyone was inside, but a lot of people were inside, and you were just walking around outside. And I'm like, hey, Michael, like, why are you apathetic? And when I spoke to him, he told me, oh, you really listened to me. And that's why Michael joined Chrome. But I feel like one of the reasons why Michael joined Chromeboss is because, number one, he can suddenly be a CEO of his own software company overnight, kind of. And then number two, it's because I did something that, instead of just like telling him, hey, go buy my thing, it's more like, let me listen to you and see what it is that would connect what I'm doing to something that would help you in your world. And I think that's what like made Michael go, oh, yeah, maybe I should do this.
For sure. Can I speak on that too, Kim?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I was just so like, because I literally had just left that position like a month or two prior to that. So I was still kind of just figuring out my life. And Kim was there. She was ready to just like support me. And literally, if anyone is on the fence about joining like Chromeboss, like you're not just getting the program and all the materials to create the extension, to market the extension, to get the, to replace your income or possibly just enhance your income. But like you're getting coaching, and you're getting like not necessarily one-on-one support, but you're getting like a ton of support. And that has truly been invaluable for me. Like all of the support that your team as a whole like gives to all the students, all the people inside Chromeboss. And like that's like, I think that's more why I decided to invest than it was like having a Chrome extension. I was like, yeah, that sounds dope. Being the CEO of my own software company, hell yeah. But getting that like coaching, someone who actually cares about your success, priceless, So, yeah.
Nice.
There are a couple questions in here.
Thank you for your kind words, Michael. Lamar says, sounds awesome, Michael. I think I have one that will work, maybe. So I need to figure out monetizing it so I can fortune program here. So what I've heard, one of the things I've heard is that I'm just going to go at it by myself. And then if I make money, then I'll spend the money to do it. So that's kind of like, to me, like talking to a surgeon saying, oh, I need heart surgery, but I'm just going to go and do it by myself. And if I like mess up badly, then I'll go and I'll get heart surgery. Which is, to me, it's kind of like you don't know what you don't know right now. And the reason why I have this program is because I've seen so many people go at this, and it's just a mess. They hire someone, they don't know how to do it correctly. I show you in the training, the 5-day training, but that's like such the tip of the iceberg to everything that you need, like the continuous support that you need to really go all the way with this. And even all the way means having an extension and then getting subscribers. That is such a big thing. I've seen so many of people who tell me, you know, I'm going to come in when I can afford it. And then they spend $5,000 to $10,000 like losing that money. And then later on, they do come back. They do go, oh, Kim, shoot, I need you now. But then they've already lost that time, and time they can't bring back. And they've already lost more than time, they lost money. So the reason why I poke at you guys to get into my program is because if you don't want to make those expensive mistakes, then get in now to save that time and that money, because it's like just in time learning. It's wherever you are, that next step that you should take is here, and you don't have that hyper support if you're not in the program. So sometimes you're going to think that you have to go here, and you actually go here, and there's no one to stop you from the derailing of of where you're heading. And so that's why part of the reason why I feel like hyper support is almost necessary for someone to continue is because of that. Because I'm not there throughout the way for you. And so who knows what deep end you'll like jump into. And especially with simple software, there are a lot of paths that you could take, right, Michael? I know.
Yeah. Okay. Here's the thing. Okay. Especially when it comes to like working with developers and creating features and like having it created. Like I had the program and I didn't listen to it carefully enough, and I ended up spending more money than I needed to have it developed. And then when I went through the program because I wanted to have this other extension developed, I went through the program and I like learned something that I didn't like pick up the first time. And then I literally had my second Chrome extension. The first one that I created, it took me like 3 months to get it to even a point that like it was even just like a little bit workable. The second one was done in about 3 hours at about like 1/10 or like 1/15 of the cost.
Yeah.
So like that's a
reality.
Experience. Like, and I had the support, and I wasn't like I didn't go into it in detail enough. So that's like, I don't know if that frames it at all, but it's like all the information is there. And like if you really get into it, and if you're willing to like jump in and take on actually going through the training and actually following what Kim and her team is telling you to do, like it's really easy. But when you're trying to do something different, it gets really hard for some reason. You're like making all the wrong choices. So that was my personal experience.
Well, you're not, what you experience, I experienced too. Who here bought programs and you did not fully utilize it and you didn't watch the thing? Like I was guilty of that too. I totally bought programs that if I were to even look at it a little bit closely, I could save so much time. And the reason why I got into the program was because I wanted to save time. So what you said is very important. When you go into the program and you commit, then you have to pay attention. You have to do the work, because the difference means 3 months of not figuring it out and paying way more for something down to 3 hours shortcutting. And my intention when we created the program was, that's the whole point, to collapse your timeline, to make sure that instead of 3 months, instead of a year, instead of decades not doing anything, it can be collapsed to, for you, a few hours.
It literally it's so funny.
That's insane. I didn't know about that, Michael. I didn't know that was that's a big difference. But we did have like Chromebosses who go in and they launched their Chrome extension within 1 day. And or Chrome bosses that come in and they sit there on the information for a very long time until they're like, oh, I got it. And then they explode. They run like crazy. So I call them sleeper cell Chrome bosses. But I'm glad you went through the second time. So let's talk about your second Chrome extension, how powerful it is. How did you manage to pay a fraction of the cost? How, like, super fast? Like, what was the difference? Like, what did you do differently?
The difference was I needed to go through, okay, finding that key developer, that's the sauce right there. Because the first time I like went with like the first developer that I kind of found, and I was like, I something in my heart, I knew that I wasn't following the directions quite right, but I was like, it'll be fine. And then it wasn't. And then I went to find a different developer for this other idea that I had. And I like went through the program again. I was like, okay, like these are the criteria. Okay, cool. This person meets all the criteria. And then when I hired them, and he was like, yeah, here, it's done. And it was like later that day after I'd hired him. And I was like, wait, what? And it worked perfectly. And it was like exactly what I wanted it to be. And he was like, yeah, it's done. I'm like, I missed the boat. And then I actually I hired him again to fix the other Chrome extension.
Oh.
Because it was junk, the first one that I did.
Yeah. And here's something. When someone who's good fixes a previous extension, they might have to rewrite the whole code. They might have to come in and like just clear it all out and redo the whole thing. That's why it's so crucial to know to get the person that's right from the get-go, because you might not only waste that time, but then you're paying someone else to fix what's broken, and that's even more time for you on top of everything. So it's cool. It's cool that you told me that he came, and your second Chrome extension was more complicated, right? It had like a feature. It was more.
I think it was just a different one.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool.
Well, no, so my first Chrome extension was like too complicated. But then I had him fix it. But he fixed like what took the first developer 3 months to just build in the first place, he fixed in like a week.
Wow.
So you just gotta find the right developer. That's the lesson learned there.
And what about getting your first subscribers? What was it between the old way that you did it and then this newer way where you're actually getting subscribers? Yeah, let me know.
The old way is like not doing anything and not listening to the instructions that Kim gives me. And the new way is just like putting it out, literally just putting it out there, and then literally having people like comment on my posts that I'm promoting it in, and they're like, hey, I want this thing. And I'm like, okay, cool. Wow. That was like not as challenging as I was making it. I was getting in my own way. Yeah. And then Calvin has a good question. I think he asked it twice here. How do you know if your idea is doable in Chrome extension? Maybe you want to speak onto it, but anything is possible, Calvin. Literally, you can have Chrome extension for anything.
If you feel like you are spending a lot of time doing something, you can create a Chrome extension for that. I know right now, Michael and Calvin, just so you guys know, because you're on here and spending time with me, there is an issue with not an issue, but there are Facebook groups right now that need to not approve members, but approve posts, and they can't approve it fast enough. Like there are keywords that they would choose for like swear words or stuff that they want to decline, certain like Bitcoin, if a post comes up, then you could choose a keyword alert on your group. So when you choose the keyword alert, it'll tell you, hey, this post got Bitcoin, this post got spam in it, and it alerts you. Now the moderator would come into the group and individually, one by one, go through the keyword alerts and just decline. That process is slow. There is no faster way to do it right now. There's no Chrome extension that addresses that right now. There is one, but it's glitchy. So there you go. Like that is a big need for these huge groups that have the budget, have the money to pay, you know, $30 a month or some amount a month for just to save that time, because that's totally worth $30. I mean, for them to sit there alone just to decline is more than an hour a month for them. And 1 hour is worth it's worth more than $30, you know? So just to give you guys some insight how anything is possible, that's really not a big of an exaggeration. It is like, just think about something that would take someone more than 1 hour to do. And if you can replace that with $30, then why wouldn't Why wouldn't they, you know? That's my mentality with it. Of course, we have our Chromeboss methodology on how to find your great idea. Remember of all the training that I taught you guys during these 4 days. And at the end, you're like, yes, I know how to vet a good idea, right? So of course we have the methodology, but when it boils down to it, just think of the things that would take someone a long time. And if a Chrome extension can solve that, they would absolutely pay to save that time. What's your experience, Michael? I mean, what about your customers? What do they say to you? How is it such an easy sale?
Because it's something that the automated connection extension, it's like something that people are trying to do anyway. Like they're trying to add, like there's big, I don't know if everyone knows this, but there's big trend in organic Facebook marketing that basically in order to attract new customers, you go into Facebook groups and you add friends from those groups, right? Of people that you think would be your target audience or that you want to connect with. And so I know for me personally, like it was really when I created it, it was like for my own problem. It was like, I want to add 50 people a day, but I didn't want to spend like 2 hours in the Facebook group, like just like looking through people's profiles. Like, is this person a good fit? Is this person a good fit? And also what I love about using my own Chrome extension and what other people like about it is that it actually works better than they do. Like the Chrome extension is better at finding the right people than they are, because like I know for me personally, if I'm in the trying to find new people to add, I'm like spending like 10 minutes on each person. I'm like, is this the person? I'm not sure. I guess it meets the criteria that I'm looking for, but like I'm on the fence. And then I don't end up adding that person, or maybe I do, but it takes me 10 minutes to add one person, where like my Chrome extension, it adds 50 people in an hour, but I'm not doing it myself. Like I'm working on other things while I do it. So I think the biggest thing is like it saves time. It's just a huge time saver for something that people are doing every day or should be doing every day. That's another thing too. It's just like they know that they should be doing something consistently, but they're not doing it. And so it allows them to do it consistently.
Yeah, that's great. Like they know they need to do it consistently. They are not. And having a Chrome extension removes that inconsistency, because consistency leads to success. And they know that if they're just consistent, but now they have something to bridge them with their consistency. That's a really good point. If you can bring consistency into their life, consistency that leads to sales, that leads to connections, that eventually leads to sales, then why would they say no to that? They can't remember everything. They're busy. Sometimes they forget. But if you have something that will do it in your place so that you don't have to remember everything, you don't have to do it every single day, and it does it for you, then yeah, that's a great point, Michael. Lisa has a question. I defined a problem. I searched for an existing extension. How do I know if it can be made, coded, or built? I have a good answer for this, but I kind of want to hear your perspective as well. Like, how do you know, Michael? You have an idea. How do you know it's possible? What does that look like for you?
Wow. And I mean, I'm personally under the belief that anything is possible. It just depends on how long or how much money you want to spend to get it done. But also, okay, like something that I made a mistake when I was doing my initial extension is like I wanted it to do like 20 different things when you need to make sure that you have it broken down exactly what it does, like function by function, and then just start with one.
Yeah.
That's because that's what like how do I know if it can be built? Like if you can describe each function in like a single sentence, then I think it can be built.
Yeah. So
you could expand upon that more.
That's a great answer. So if you're thinking, can this even be possible? The real question is, can all the features I'm thinking about be put in one place? So how do you start that conversation? For me to answer that question, you don't have to answer it. Your developer will. So what you do is make that post. So use the Chromeboss Hurricane method to go ahead and bust through the post, and then the world will let you know if that's possible or not. And there are over 30 million developers online. So are you going to get an answer? Most likely, yes. Most likely someone's going to say, I can do that. So if you make a post and literally everyone is saying, this is impossible, then you know right away. But are you spending any time like racking your mind, asking the question, can this even be made? No time at all. Just go and post it. It's free, by the way, to post. It costs money to hire, but it's completely free to post. There is, Upwork does have a thing where after you post it, if you want to like invite like 1 million people, then you pay a one-time cost of like $24 to invite like as many people as you want. Otherwise, yeah, it's completely a free thing to answer your question, and you don't even need to answer it. So that's my solution for if this is possible. Is it possible? You don't need to answer that. Your developer will.
Gosh, and that's why you should be in Chromeboss Elite, so Kim can give you that information clear as day.
Yeah, and with Chromeboss Elite, when you do have a Chrome extension and you want to launch it, then part of our Chromeboss Tribe Vault is that you can now add GroupConvert, add QuickLinkConvert, add all these other extensions to bulk up your offer so that it's not just about that one extension that you have. Now you can offer like a group of extensions. So when I offered a group, the reason why I'm offering this for Chromeboss Elite members is because when I offer one extension only, then that means I'm selling one extension, and that's one line. When I can use my extension and add it to my courses, when I can sell 2 Chrome extensions at once together, then all of a sudden it's more of a no-brainer for the people who are purchasing versus just one by myself, even though you can sell one by yourself.
Yeah. Can I add to this too?
Yeah.
So I don't know if you're familiar with Alex Becker, but he talks about this. He has a software company. It's like a CRM company.
Yeah.
But in some of his trainings, he talks about why software is such a valuable piece of like an offer, because it basically creates hooks inside of that person's business. So if you're creating something that solves that problem, and that's why like when you're talking about having multiple extensions in like an offer, it's like all of those have little hooks, and it's like the pain of not using those extensions gets raised so high because it solves so many problems for them. that it's like, I don't want to stop subscribing to this because like then it'll make my business so much harder.
Yeah. Subscribers for life.
Subscribers for life.
You want to hook them in. You want them to start paying one thing, and then you want to increase that cart value, and then they will pay you every single month for the rest of your life. When I think about subscribers, I do think of it as a lifelong journey, Michael. I don't see it as, because here's the thing, and here's the grand plan, you guys. You are starting off with a Chrome extension. Great. That is a simple software. That can make you monthly income. That can be scaled to millions, sure. But the big picture is now you have people who will stick around month after month after month after month. It's not like a course where you sell it once and then they're like, well, I took your course and I'm done now, and you need to go and make more things for me to like buy more stuff. No, it's like, I'm okay with paying you the same thing for the same thing until I die. So it's like, you know, it leads into not only hooks, but like I feel content. Like, what if some months you're just tired? You don't want to make more content. You don't want to create anything new. You just want to chill. And having simple software lets you go, you know what? I'm going to chill this month and I don't have to create this new stuff. They're happy just as long as it's not broken, they're happy paying that the next month, right? Mm-hmm. And that gives a lot of peace of mind for me, at least. And I don't know if that's for you too, Michael, but just knowing that all I need to do is get more subscribers. And when I have like thousands of subscribers, then it's pretty comfy, and I can get more too, but I can choose to relax a little, you know? So that's what the big picture is. Peace of mind. You have subscribers for life, and they are stuck with you because the more they use it, the more they need it. Especially for yours, Michael, where it's a Chrome extension that enables them to reach their target avatar. And for the people who know how to sell and they utilize your extension, they can sell high ticket items. They can go and make thousands of dollars a day just because they use technology to make that extra step. Whereas if left to their own devices, they might be tired, you know, or inconsistent.
Yeah.
Missing out on all those sales. So, oh, let's see what other questions. Brittany just joined us. Hey, Brittany. Woo-woo. Brittany's like, hi, friends. So this is Ask Me Anything about Chromeboss Elite, about Michael and his Chrome extension. We can share your screen, Michael, to demo your second extension or first extension. Let's look at your second extension. Go ahead and share your screen.
The second extension is, let's see. Which one do you want? The Automate Connection or the Be Bold fonts?
Let's have a vote. Hey guys.
Okay.
Brittany, Lisa, Calvin, which one do you want? Do you want to see Be Bold fonts? Type in number 1, and number 2 if you want to see Automate Connection. Hey Lamar. If you guys don't say anything, I'm just gonna choose. All
right, we'll just.
No, okay.
Okay,
I want to see the Automate Connect one.
Okay. Lisa wants to see
Be Bold. Okay, let's look for Be Bold then.
Okay, so let's see. So if I go to Facebook and let's see, can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So if I'm making a post right in here, let's see, it's super slow. Actually, I don't even need to pull up this. Okay, this is my extension. It's super easy to use. It's like, hey, stop scrolling. I go like this. Then it basically like automatically has all these different variations of that text. And I can take that, I can take this, copy this, and I can paste it into here. And then I can, I can write more of my posts like, you're never going to believe this. Live with, let's see, with Game Dang. And then I copy this, and once lights Game Dang, I want that to pop a little bit. So I'm gonna go to the bold. There, I'm gonna paste it in here. Boom. Okay, so that's like one portion of it. And then I can post it and it just stands out. And then also you have all these nice emojis here. And let's see, is there like an alarm? Oh, I spelled alarm wrong. Oh, one copy paste emojis. That's super fun too. Okay, that's one portion of it. And then the second one, if I type in here, this is dope too. And basically, again, I have like different fonts that you can select from. I'm gonna go with this one, and then additionally, you can basically create like similar to those posts where you can have the colored backgrounds, but you can just choose whatever color that you want, and you can also now use all these dope fonts, and then you basically just copy this. And if I'm clicking here, and then I just paste it here, and then I have that photo in here. It'll load. But
yeah, I really like that. I like that cool different font that normally Facebook won't let you use.
yeah, and then also, okay, this is loading slowly, but just imagine the picture loads in here. I think it's because I'm live that it doesn't want it. The internet bandwidth is too little. But if you have also the it works too, and these work really cool for if you want to just make those like colored pictured posts and you want to just replace the font with something cool, do that too. Okay, but this is too slow. I'm not gonna let it load, but it does load pretty quickly when I'm not on the Zoom or screen sharing. Classic, but that's what it is. Oh wait, here we go. Boom. Okay, there you go. Can you see it?
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, sweet. So that's Be Bold fonts. I mean,
can you change the alignment? Is what Brittany said.
Can you change the alignment?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. You can too. So let's see. Align left. Align right. Let's see. I think I can, because this is basically like text editor. So like you can have different alignment. I think if I go like this, yeah, it's still centered. And I can make this font like massively big.
Oh, you can't. You have to kind of like, would you change one font?
No, I can have a different font here.
Ah. Oh, wow. Look at that. One is aligned left and one is aligned right. Brittany says, oh, and you can change alignment too. Yes. Yes.
Yes. And then you can change the background color. I want to make this one blue or purple.
For something, for a Chrome extension like this, did it break the budget for you, Michael?
This was the extension that cost me like, no, I didn't break the bank. It cost me like, it cost me maybe, I want to say it was like less than $100, maybe 200.
Yeah. And you can turn around and sell this for like $10 a month, $5 a month, and pay for itself. And after that, everything else is pure profit.
That's right. That's absolutely right. Oh, and then also like you can have different color. You don't have to do just white. I was just doing that but so yeah, and then you can piece that in here.
It's so cool. Yeah, like so cool.
Yeah.
So do you guys see that something like this, I mean, for Michael, it's less than $100 to make one time. And then after that, he can turn around and now charge, $5 a month, $10 a month, $20, $30 a month for not only like one license, but many licenses of this extension as well. So, Michael, you need a partnership plan.
I need a partnership plan for sure.
All right, guys, do you have other, Brittany says she needs it, so maybe you could contact Brittany afterwards and maybe she'll get it.
For sure.
Lisa says, I hurricaned 2 ideas already and have a ton of people say yes to the job. Now I'm stuck. What's next? So, Michael, so if you are a person, Chromeboss, you are, and you have a bunch of people reply to you, what's your next step?
For me? Yeah. Oh, what's the next step? Wait.
Yeah.
If people are saying yes to the job,
yeah,
then you would look through, you double check like that they're actually legit developers, and then you would choose one, or you could actually choose a few of them. You could be like, hey, can you do it for this amount? I want this feature, this feature, this feature. Can you do it in this amount of time and for this price amount? Is that right, Kim? Is that what you mean? Was that the question?
Well, her question is, now what do I do next? So, Lisa, this is not the part where you're stuck, okay? And I know that you said to Sharon that you might be joining us in Chromeboss Elite, so I look forward to seeing you inside. One of the things that I will help you with inside is whenever you're stuck, there's always the next step. And the next step for you would be to decide. I think the biggest thing above and beyond everything is like to decide on your developer using the filter that we did in day 3's training, where you look at if they did Chrome extensions before, if they did Chrome extensions similar before, like all of the filters, just look through that and narrow it down to 2 people. And from 2 people, talk to and interview them. It could be 5 minutes, it could be 10 minutes, but make sure that you communicate with them a little bit, see if they respond to you fast. And if they're like fast and responsive, then decide on hiring, because that moment is probably going to change your life. You can let it change your life like it changed my life. I hired and it changed my whole life. You can let it change your life, or you can let indecision freeze you up and you're like, okay, I'm just going to go back to what I've always been doing and not step into this. So that's my answer for you as a coach. Your next thing is to decide in a smart way. I've trained you. And if there are so many nuances with hiring a developer that because being in being in Chromeboss Elite, I can help you navigate those nuances, those little things, especially if you're that type of person. Let me know in the comments if you're the type of person that's like, okay, what's next? All right, what's next? I'm here. What do I do next? Let me know if that's you, or if you're like, I know the entire roadmap and I get everything. Which, why do you need a coach anyways? I feel like if you feel that way, you're good. But all right, Michael, another question for your Chrome extension. Does that do comments and posts?
Yeah, you can use the fonts wherever you want. You could even use them in Messenger. Really throws people off when you use like a crazy font in Messenger. Because they're like, how'd you get that cool font?
So you can go and message people the cool fonts and be bold. Be bold.
Be bold fonts.
In a noisy world.
In a noisy world, your post will stand out amongst the crowd. Your messages to the top of their inbox. Will your messages pop, or will they be bland like the rest?
Or will they be bold?
Will they be bold? Be bold fonts. Proud sponsor of this Chromeboss Elite.
Yeah. Well, Lamar says I hired a developer last Saturday, so he jumped the gun. and didn't even know he was doing the hurricane method. Yes.
Yay.
Just so you guys know, that is such a big step. So Lamar, congratulations that you did hire. Oh, Grant just joined us. Will they flop or will they flop? Oh, Grant, is Grant your users or something?
No, not yet.
No, not yet. Hey, Grant, you should check out Michael.
I like that though. Will they pop or will they pop?
So, all right, so let's look at your other Chrome extension. So Michael has two, not just one, and the other one lets you connect with your avatar online, your perfect avatar, from figuring out the keywords. So I'm going to go ahead and add to the stream. So look at his Chrome extension. It's Automate Connect. It lets you send requests
So slow.
In the community. Is it super slow because of
no. I think it's all good. All right, so let's go to up here. Okay, I'll take you on a little navigation here. Up here at the top, you can select the amount of time between each request. You can do up to 50 a day. I do that for just like spam purposes. Like, it's really not designed to like friend everyone. It's really to hone in on your target person. So let's just say that I really want to target Chrome, people who want to start their Chrome extensions. So I would I would search for this is a list of all of my groups that I have that I'm in, which is like a bajillion of them. So I'm going to select the 5-day Chrome extension training. Yeah. I'm going to hit this open.
And you can, oh, there he is. He's back.
I'm back again. Let me do it on a different, let me do a different tab. Let me do a different tab because it works so well. It takes you there quick. It takes you there super quick. Okay. You see. Okay, cool. So don't worry though, because in a second, it's going to pull up the exact information that I had up there a couple seconds ago. And so I can just hit open selected group, and it's going to take me directly to this members page. And I'm actually going to switch this.
Oh, you're going to switch it to the classic view? Who here loves the new view versus classic? Are you team classic or team new Facebook format? I like the old version, but maybe because I was so used to it for so long, and the new one looks whack to me.
Yeah, the new one is like you're on a phone, but I don't know. Anyways,
because things are going more mobile.
Yeah.
Who knows? All right, now what do I do? What is this? I am connecting with people who are self-employed, founder, coach, sales. Who are you? Let me know, guys, in the comment what type of coach you are. Are you a founder? Who are you right now? So he's saying that if you have this in your profile, you have founder, coach, it's going to search you out inside the group, and then it's going to, what is it going to do?
It's going to friend them. So we can just start this. We can just start this going. Let me change this to this. And so basically it's going to go through and it's going to open up this pop-up. And if it meets like these criteria, it's going to friend the person. So like this person, for instance, I obviously have more than 10 mutual friends, and it says that they're the owner and founder at Freelance Digital LLC. And so you can see here in the upper right-hand corner that it actually counts down how much time before it's going to continue searching through people. And you'll see in a second, it'll just keep going. I'll probably friend this person too. And then you can see again right here. And then you can keep track of how many requests you're sending per day. And then lifetime. My lifetime is not actually, I've actually used this a lot more, but because I'm always like updating it and stuff like that, that it gets a little messed up for me. But yeah, and then it just goes through, and then I literally could put this on just a different place, and it'll pretty much just keep going. I'm pretty sure if I come over here that, like, if I just stop sharing,
it continues counting down. I see
yeah,
it.
it keeps counting down, so you can see that it's still going and still working. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And yeah, and then then you just wait, and it's actually that's it. I can just come back over here, and I can stop sharing my screen, and
So
keep going. So
what are the implications of that? Being able to connect with all these people with the right keywords. Why are people paying you to get it? Are your customers telling you why? Or, it's kind of obvious, but let's just dive into it.
it's so that you can connect with your future client, because the problem that a lot of people face, and a lot of people that get into like internet marketing, is that they're actually just not connected with the people who they need to serve and who they can powerfully serve. And so what this extension does is it allows you to consistently, that's, I think, the keyword is just like consistently add new friends so that you can consistently bring new people into your life and into your business, and like potentially serve more people.
Yeah. Who here has a bunch of people on their friends list that absolutely will never buy from you, never engage with you, and never do anything, and you just have them around, and you don't make it a priority to go and friend the people that would buy from you, that would be in your world? And when I say buy from you, that does not mean that it's all about money, because Michael, if he didn't buy from me, he wouldn't be part of my world. He wouldn't be where he is right now. And like, enrollment is life-changing. So there are people that you can help change their life right now, and a Chrome extension enables you to connect with them. So if a Chrome extension can do the remembering for you, do the labor for you, would that be worth paying $30 a month for that connection that could potentially lead to thousands of thousands?
Yeah.
So that's why it's a no-brainer. Go ahead.
Yeah. And also, if you're a little bit more like further ahead in your business where you can hire someone, okay, why are you going to spend, like, the cheapest person that you could get would be like $3 an hour, and it would still take them 3 hours every single day to friend the same amount of people and to like get in connection with those perfect ideal clients. And so all of a sudden, that's $33 a day. That's $9 a day, 5 days a week. That's like over, I can't do math, but that's like almost $200 a month just trying to get new people into your business. Or you can do it for $35 per month.
Yeah. And so you are getting subscribers now, and you said something that's really like cool with me. You're like, I just show up and I just talk about it, and people say yes to me. And I feel like, what other thing out there can you do that? Like, you would pretty much have to try to convince people to buy like your course or your coaching program. What other thing out there where you can just show up and say, this is what I have, do you want it? And they are either yes or no. They're always like, okay, I want that and I will pay, or no, I'll wait later. So I think nothing out there sells as simply as software, just because what you did was just show it really quick. And already I have people in the comments going, oh my God, I need it, I want it. The Be Bold fonts Chrome extension as well.
I gotta push that one out too. I'm just like, what I'm guilty most of, Kim, and for everyone watching, like, I'm just like guilty of not putting all this stuff like out into the world enough. Because literally as soon as I started putting more of it out there, people are like, oh yeah, like that sounds good. Like, let me try it. Let me like get it.
Yeah.
So for anyone on the fence, like, It can be that easy. Yeah.
Get into Chromeboss
Chromeboss
Elite
Elite.
so that we can help you. And Grant, I met him live at Tribal Buyers, but I also did a phone like a conversation because I sponsored Tribal Buyers. So he sold me on a what is it, $7,500 package or something. And that's how I know Grant, because I'm like, here you go, here's the money. And then what I know from Grant now is that, I don't know, I saw some pictures of you and Amber, and I actually had dinner with Amber at another event, at Small Events, Big Profits event. So Grant's world is kind of like in the peripheral, touching mine a little bit. So that's why when he got into this group for Chrome extensions and simple software, I'm like, Grant, what are you doing in here? Are you curious? Do you want to create a Chrome extension? Are you here just to lurk around? What are you doing? Grant says, I make all my friends by selling things. That's kind of, when you're on, well, kind of true. Like, you buy into other people's worlds.
Yeah, I mean, Kim, did you know that Grant sold me on going to Tribe of Buyers Live? And that's why I ended up getting Chromeboss, because I never would have met you otherwise. It's all Grant's fault.
Full circle, we are coming together. Grant is now in my 5-day training and possibly getting Chromeboss Elite. Maybe, Grant? Come on, I gave you money. Just kidding. Grant, I enrolled in your stuff.
Grant, can you see how this would benefit you possibly and allow you to enhance your life? I'm just kidding.
No,
I'm not kidding.
I'm not kidding. I'm actually really serious. Grant, you're in here because you want to add another stream of income, have a passive, more passive stream of income where you don't have to create all the time, sell all the time. I know that you can sell. It's something that you are able to do easily. So selling is not one of the things that you're probably here for. You're probably here because you want another stream of income, but also you saw the power of the type of influence that you can get with a Chrome extension. It's because of a Chrome extension that I could go and speak on stage, because I have a unique story. I have something different. I have software. And you saw Franco's interview, right, Grant? And you're like, Kim, you killed it with Franco and Pepper and that interview. Because Franco at that moment decided to invest in Chromeboss, that now, like a year later, he made over $80,000, and he's saying that he wants to take it to the moon. And he's the type of person who owned this company called Dream Big Media. So he's all about dreaming big, right? So when he goes at it like hardcore. So when you can go at it hardcore, you can turn something which is not so different, honestly, Michael, than what a lot of other students have made, like a CRM for, Messenger, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not so different conceptually. But because he branded it, made it his own, made it have a personality, and was really, really loud about it, it's now made him over $80,000. And he's thinking of it as a multi-million-dollar business. So because he's charging $97 a month up to $297 a month, and people are just left and right just buying it. I know that because whenever I introduce it to someone, they're like, I want to give it to me. It's kind of like a frenzy. It's like a foaming at the mouth, like,
it's true,
and to, what is it? Grant's like, I'm definitely here to jam out and see what problem I could profitably solve with your extension methodology. Hey, we can jam out some ideas, Michael. So he sold you on Tribal Buyers, and that's how you know him. So what idea off the top of your head could we give to the people who are watching right now? Because I know for sure in this world, I have so many ideas flung that I can't take care of. Like, I'm like, I don't have all the time in the world, and they're good ideas.
if you really want a crazy idea that I actually thought of before, like earlier this week or last week or something, I was like, okay, when you accept, maybe Kim, you could add this to group convert. I don't know, but
Sure.
when you accept someone into a Facebook group, something that really drives engagement is when you welcome them, right? And so a lot of people do that singular welcome post.
Oh, yes.
But if you had a Chrome extension that went and commented on your welcome post and tagged them and then was like, hey, like, thanks for joining the group. Like, what do you want to get from this group? It would make the engagement in all these groups just go crazy, and you get more eyeballs to your welcome video. And then if you're using a page for your welcome video, then you can retarget them with Facebook ads again and again and again.
Ooh, you're welcome. I know that trick. Like the welcome video should be from your page because then you can do retargeting ads. But that is an awesome idea because I know for a fact people make money creating welcome posts and they will manually go and create it because the welcome post tags them. And I know ecom Facebook group converters would, whenever they click on that welcome post and they tag a bunch of people to their welcome post that sends them into their Shopify store, their sales spike each and every time. So I have users who are like, Kim, it doesn't let me tag beyond 50 people. So I need to be like on the watch. I need to make sure that if I accept 50, I have to make that welcome post. Beyond 50, they're not tagged and I don't make as many sales. And in my head, I was like, whoa, that's a cool thing to be able to have a Chrome extension that lets you do that and increase sales while you sleep.
Mm-hmm. And then I just thought something right now in this moment. Imagine if instead of having to send emails for the first like 5 days to get people back to the group, it just automatically tagged them in certain posts, like the sequential days after they joined a group. So it would be like day 2, like the second day that they're in, they would get tagged in a special training and they'd be like, hey, check out this training. I thought you would like this. And then it tags all the people who you just accepted.
Yeah, and that's totally possible because Antonio has a Chrome extension that lets you automatically bulk tag people. Bulk tag is something that you can do with a Chrome extension. Absolutely. And then scheduling it out, that would be like you creating your own Hootsuite. You know, you're like creating your own post scheduler thingamabob.
And that's exactly what you can do inside of Chromeboss Elite. Do you see how the possibilities are there for your life? Can you imagine what life would be like if you had all the knowledge that Kim has at your fingertips? Oh my goodness.
Not only the knowledge, but access to people like you, Michael, access to all the brilliant ideas, access to the community of people we're constantly throwing ideas at our face because we own software. So people are always like, hey, what if it could do this? Hey, can you make this? Hey, can you like go and code this? Because I want it and I need it. So we constantly have like buyer intent solution of like all the people talking to us, right? Like how many ideas are thrown at you in a week or just because
I have a whole list. I have a whole list of ideas that people are like, oh, can you make it do this? Can you make it do this? I literally have a list of ideas.
Yeah, and a Chrome extension is so cool because you only need one feature. You only need one thing to work most of the time for it to be like a badass must have. I need this type of thing. So you don't need to go and add 7 to 10 features, like a million features to have a viable Chrome extension that could make you income. But the reason why you're going to join Elite, Grant, is the thousands of dollars that you're going to save by not making mistakes along the way. You're going to save time, you're going to save a lot of money, and you're going to launch faster and sooner than you would have if you're just like left to your own devices. So that's to get into Chromeboss Elite. On top of that, we are unlocking the ability for you to give away the software that I have, for 5 of the software that I have, to an unlimited extent to add to your Chrome extension for when you publish it, or to start your passive income journey fast. So that's something that I am providing for Chromeboss Elites. You get a year access to the ability to add our Chrome extensions to what you're doing, or to sell it and keep 100% of the profits. So that's something that's possible for you, Grant. Anyways,
that's so juicy right there. Oh my goodness.
This interview usually it's an hour, and I want to respect Michael's time as well. He agreed to jump on here for an hour. And with that said, if they were to want to get any of your Chrome extensions, what should they do? Where are they going to go?
You can go to either automateconnection.com or beboldfonts.com. Pretty sure those both work. And yeah, that's if you want to get them. Or you can just hit me up on Facebook, Michael Rosenberg, facebook.com/michael.rosenberg.7. What's up? You can hit me up there, and I can make it happen for you. Yeah.
All right. And I'm going to have this link here as well. If you want to get and join Elite, come and join in on the fun. It's a year-long program at that price. It's an awesome price. You get to give away unlimited software that we have. It is such a good deal. It's such a good deal. And I'm thinking of never doing this again, where you can give away unlimited as part of this Elite program. But this is the first time that we're actually opening up the portal for this, so that you can just build out your tribe really quickly. So chromobosslive.com/go. If you want to check out the details to join Elite, just come on in. You're going to hang out with cool, like this moment, you guys, this interview that you're watching. A year ago, Michael and I, not a year ago, almost a year ago, in October, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, in October, Michael and I met. And then now, almost a year later, he has a Chrome extension with subscribers. I have multiple Chrome extensions with thousands of subscribers. And I can I wouldn't guarantee, but I can proudly say that a year later, when Michael's still in my world and I'm going to follow up with him and I'm here, we're going to sit on thousands and thousands and thousands of more subscribers. And the influence that we're going to have and the people that we're going to attract into our world it's only going to grow. It's only going to be more and more exponential. Maybe Michael will have 10 Chrome extensions at that time.
Oh, I will, for sure.
Who knows? Maybe he'll have 10.
I might even have my own software.
Yeah.
Well, like it's not a Chrome extension. Yeah.
Chrome, maybe even bigger software, because Chrome extensions are, think of it as like baby steps towards something so big. Even though Honey is a Chrome extension company and it got bought out for $4 billion by PayPal. So a Chrome extension can be a big deal, right?
Yeah.
But a lot of people think of it as like little tiny teeny software that they think like, oh, a real software is like a builder or something.
Yeah. Can I talk about this too?
Yeah.
So, okay. So here's the thing about this, about chromobosslive.com/go and Chromeboss Elite, is there is such a huge opportunity right here where there is almost no true competition in the marketplace. Like there are I think hundreds of thousands of Chrome extensions, but no one is like truly out there teaching you how to monetize Chrome extensions from a simple software, except for Kim. And like, honestly, that alone separates this from so many other like opportunities that might be coming up. But like, there's literally nothing like this program anywhere else. And I've gotten all the programs. I've gotten all of them, okay? And a lot of them have the same principles, same ideas, but having a Chrome extension is like still wide open. And also, there's so many people that literally have no idea what Chrome extensions are, which
Yeah.
makes it amazing because you can educate and enroll people into this huge opportunity that is of like using Chrome extensions. There's so many business owners, there's so many consumers that want to save time, they want to save money, they want to improve their style of living, and they don't even know that Chrome extensions exist that can help them. So you could go out there and you could show it to them and they could be like, oh my God, I want this right now.
My users say that all the time. The first time, it goes from like not knowing you to knowing you exist and going, oh my God, where have you been all my life? Like the Chrome, because of a Chrome extension. They're like, because I found out about, I don't know Kim Dang, but I found about QuickLinkConvert and now I love Kim Dang. Like that's the type of response that I get just because of a Chrome extension, right? And to your point, people don't even know that they need us. There are over 600 million Facebook groups out there, right? I have thousands of subscribers, but that's like a drop in the bucket. There are millions and millions of Facebook group owners that need what we have, that need what I have. And there's millions of agency owners and entrepreneurs and people selling high ticket, low ticket that need what Michael has, and they don't even know it. So the minute that they know that it's possible, it's like something switches in their brain and they're like, oh my gosh, the possibility of this. Before I thought I have to manually do this. Before I thought I have to hire someone and spend literally hundreds of dollars a month to just have them do that one thing. That's before. And then now their life has changed because of you. So they owe you. They owe you their future. Just kidding. I don't want to say that. But when I interviewed Michael, he was like, you know, I could charge $7 to $10 a month. I could charge less. He's like, I really want to charge $97 because they owe me. Like, he's like, they owe me because they're making thousands of dollars a month because of me. So I'm not getting a cut of that. I'm just getting $97 for views, right? So it's like a whole different, he said that when he goes into a room now, he's not searching for, hey, I am this person and how can I help you? It's more like, oh my gosh, you don't even know how I can help you. And when you know, you're going to owe me. So it's like,
wow.
it's a different mentality now. When you step into a room, you're like, they don't even know that I can change their world, you know?
Mm.
So, yeah.
It's a fact.
That's something that he said, Franco said yesterday that really struck me. I'm like, oh, yeah, not a lot of people know that you can change your life. But that means when you walk into a room, you hold your own. You have this aura already, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think. What do you think, Michael? You're
yeah,
like,
I agree. Well, here's the thing, because they don't even know, like, you've got, I don't want to say you have the upper hand, but like, you have something that is truly novel to them that you can really like, they didn't even know that you can help them in the way that you can when you have a Chrome extension. They're shocked. Okay. Yeah. No one's doing it except for the people inside Chromeboss.
No one in the world. If you go and you search, like, I don't know, how to create a Chrome extension, how to get into software, no one else out there is teaching this. I think only a few people are teaching the software world, but you have to make at least 10,000 to 20,000 a month to even qualify to talk to them, because they will only help those people. And no one's really teaching this. That's true. This is like the very, I would still say, even though I've been teaching it for almost 2 years, it's like the beginning of it still, you know. Oh, here's a good realization. When you look at your friend's monitor, next time just do a Zoom call and check out, whenever you're doing a Zoom call, how many Chrome extensions that they have on the corner. They most likely have like 3 or 4, and that's it. That's it. They don't
Or
have,
zero.
yeah. Sometimes they have none. And so when you're like, oh, wow, that's the way of the world right now, that means that you have so much room and there's so much possibilities. So that when I feel like when I'm on my deathbed, I will probably have hundreds of Chrome extensions. I probably have like a lot of streams of income to the point where I'm like, oh, I don't even need to do anything anymore, period. And Michael, I don't know what your aspirations are, but
That's it. That's
maybe
aspiration.
could be invoicing software. You know, the sky's the limit.
The sky is the limit. Yeah.
Lisa says, LOL, except that I'm on my phone. Right? You can't see extensions on your phone. Oh, what I've noticed, Michael, is that developers can code functionalities of an extension on the phone. So this can reach beyond the browser and go into your phone. And I have seen some Chrome extensions that have Chrome extension capability, website capability, and phone capability all tied together. So there really is no
Game
limit.
changer. There's no limit. Yeah, like LastPass does that. Like super. I don't think that started as like a website. I think that was a Chrome extension, and it has like probably has a lot of people use it.
It has over 10 million users.
Okay, yeah.
And they stopped counting. The Chrome web search stopped counting after 10 million. So right now we don't know the exact number, but LastPass is growing, and this is something that I feel so nerdy saying this, but they're growing at 83,000 users a day. So I'm like, oh man, I'm deep in this and I know these numbers. But yeah, LastPass is growing at 83,000 more users daily. Just think about that. It's like, what the heck?
Mm-hmm.
What? Anyways. All right, this is I said I would respect your time, and I totally didn't, Michael. Sorry about that. But thank you so much for showing up today. I loved hanging out with you, just talking to you. Super fun. You guys, Michael Rosenberg, you can find him on Facebook. Go get his Chrome extension, Be Bold Fonts, and Automate Connection. And yeah, and have him just reach out. Whatever questions, maybe.
Yeah, hit me up.
Hit him up. All right. Yeah. Bye, guys. Bye, everyone. Oh, yeah. If you liked that video, then you will love all the resources that I have over at kimcdang.com. That is KIMCDANG.com. There you will find all my courses, my extensions, all the offers that I have, as well as a lot of free resources if you are just getting started.